beards are literally like six-pack abs for your face. They make every single man look more attractive if you don't make any of the mistakes we're gonna talk about in today's video. Because unfortunately, a lot of guys think, yo, I'm gonna grow a beard, and you grow it, and then you F it up because you make some of these mistakes, and you unfortunately take a bearded opportunity and turn it into a liability. Today, guys, I'm helping you and your beard look better. And make sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'm gonna go over a few tricks to make your beard look thicker and your facial hair grow faster. Before we get into these mistakes, there are a few things you need to know if you're wanting to make your beard look the best it can. Number one, stop comparing your beard to other dudes, because the truth is that this is one of the things that a lot of guys do that makes them feel bad about their beard, right? They'll see other dudes that have these like thick ass, like amazing beards, and they're like, oh, mine doesn't look like that. It sucks, I'm gonna shave it. Don't shave it. Number two is don't give up too soon. That is the other thing that a lot of guys do. They'll let it grow for a little bit and they'll be like, it's not coming in the way I think it should, and so they'll shave it, when the truth is that if you just let it go past that 30-day mark, you're gonna be amazed at how much thicker and fuller it gets. The other amazing thing is that as it gets a little bit longer, you can actually brush it and train it to cover some of the patchy areas. Number three is own it. One of the things that I hate is when I see a dude, right, and he's obviously growing a beard. He'll trim it or shave it up on his cheeks underneath his jaw, and I'll be like, oh, you're growing a beard. And he'll be like, oh, no, I just forgot to shave. I'm like, no, you didn't. I see that you edged it up. Own it. Gentlemen, it is your God-given right to grow a beard because it's gonna make you look amazing. And the last thing we gotta talk about is the tools that you're using, all right? All beard grooming tools were definitely not created equal. There was a direct correlation between beards looking amazing and amazing grooming tools. The Brio Beardscape, this is the 2.0, is the best grooming tool on the market, period. And when you're ready to upgrade to the best, this is the product, and I'm gonna have a special link down below. But what's not gonna last is this special offer. Right now, for a limited time, guys, for those of you who go through my link and grab a Brio, you're also gonna get the Zero Blade, which is a $25 value for free. A few reasons why this tool is the best, all right? Number one is micro adjustments, all right? One of the things you're gonna notice with your Brio, right? You've got crazy nuts control. And when it comes to having an incredible beard, you need to have the versatility of the micro adjustments in order to really fade and taper your beard properly. All right, other thing, titanium rake, ceramic blade. Check out this display, right? It shows you the runtime. Right now, 217 minutes of runtime. It shows you the RPMs, but it also shows you the millimeters. And check it out, as you drop the micro adjustments down, you can see it actually changing on the display to show you what it actually is in terms of millimeters, so you don't F up your beard next time you're trimming it. The other cool thing, guys, is that you've got different speeds. You can increase and decrease the RPM. The Brio also comes with a ton of double-sided attachments, so you've got crazy nuts control, all right? The one that I use is the 3 and the 6 millimeter, along with those micro adjustments. But remember how I said you get the Zero Blade for free? Check it out. All you do is pop off the regular head, and then pop on your Zero Blade. Now, this bad boy takes it literally skin bald. You gotta be careful with it. This is not something you wanna use on Big Al. This is, though, something that you wanna use if you're somebody that suffers from razor burn or razor bumps, right? This is perfect for your neck because it actually will take it down to the skin without it actually going below the skin. With every stroke of a blade of a razor, because it has those like 17 blades, it's like 17 different strokes with that blade, causing the irritation. It also prevents the hair from actually staying at skin surface. It takes it below the skin. And so when it starts to grow back, it hooks, it curls, it gets trapped, and it causes ingrown hairs, irritation, and bumps. But the Zero Blade, right, it takes it skin bald without it actually going below. It's also only one stroke, so you don't get irritated. Guys, bottom line is this: if you're ready to get the best grooming tool on the market, I've got a link down below. The link is special. You gotta hit it, you gotta hurry, because they have a limited supply of these free Zero Blades that they're giving away. Like I said, it's a $25 value for those of you who are ready to grab it now. They always sell out of these, so don't email me in a week when you're like, yo, Alpha, I went to go get the Brio deal and they're out of Zero Blades. Now is the time. Do not wait. Hit that link, gentlemen. There's no better tool on the market than the Brio. It literally is the best, and there's a direct correlation between sexy beards and the best grooming tool, and the Brio is the best to treat your beard to the best. Did I mention it's the Brio? The first biggest mistake is just letting your beard grow wild and being like a savage. Gentlemen, you gotta make sure you taper it, you gotta make sure it's trained, tamed, and sexy, which means you've gotta taper it down to your chin, all right? One of the things that makes a guy look fat in terms of his face is when your beard is round and puffy on the cheeks. It's all about creating a nice slight angle, which means a little bit longer on your chin and tapered and faded on the sides, all right? Now, this brings me to the second mistake, and that is sideburns. One of the things that kills your beard's game is not fading and blending your sideburns properly. One of the things that looks horrible is when a guy has a shaved head and he basically just cuts his beard off nice and blunt at the top of his ears. Guys, you've got to fade it, you've got to blend it. So for me, I like to keep my beard at about a 5mm, right? The way that I do that, I have the 3mm attachment, and then I drop the micro adjustments all the way down. It's gonna give me about 2 more millimeters. I go all over my face, up to my sides, up to my temples, right? My mustache. But then, I will actually drop it down all the way and come in here about mid-cheek and come in and do this area of my face a little bit shorter, right? I personally think that beards look a lot better when they're a little bit shorter up here by your ears and then gradually fading and tapering down. Now, the next mistake we got to talk about is edging up your beard, because this honestly is the biggest mistake that I still see guys making. The cheeks, that's not as big of an issue, but if you want to know how to do it properly, draw an imaginary line from the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth, right? And then you're gonna shave everything above, leave everything below, all right? That is ideal if you want your beard to be the most aesthetic and also help strengthen your jaw. It's all about following that jawline with that line. But let's talk about underneath. This is the single biggest mistake that drives me absolutely crazy. I'll see dudes with amazing beards, and then I'll look, they'll turn, and I can see that they're shaving up into this underside, the neck, fat, meat area, and this instantly kills their beard. It makes them look horrible. It also makes them look like they got a double chin, because when they're talking, right, it actually makes their chin look weak and their jaw soft, doughy, and fat. You gotta make sure that you're leaving the hair underneath your jaw. Gentlemen, here's how you find the line. Boom, head straight, take your finger, bang. You're gonna shave everything below, leave everything above. That's it. Only option. No questions asked. I see so many dudes out there on the streets that are doing this wrong, and I want to go up to them and be like, yo, dude, let me just tell you, let your facial hair grow a little bit lower and longer down your face and look so much better. Instead of looking like a fat dumbass, you'd look sexy and studly. Now let's talk about your mustache, because this is another mistake. Gentlemen, if you've got hair coming into your mouth, over your lips, you look horrible. Do you think for a second a spicy senorita wants to like make out with you if she gets a mouthful of your fuzz? The answer is no. Let the sexy lips out of the jungle. Grab your tool, right? Micro adjustments all the way up, and then simply right there. Every time, once a week. See that? You want to make out? Exactly. Gentlemen, next mistake is actually not conditioning your beard. Beard flakes are horrible, right? They're nasty, and it happens to most dudes because the skin underneath your beard, it gets neglected, all right? The whole reason why you're using a moisturizer in your skin is to make it clear, sexy, and soft. You gotta make sure that you're also penetrating that beard and getting down to the skin. And so, if it means getting your moisturizer and using a little extra on your beard, you can do that. Or, if you wanna use a beard oil, this is the reason why beard oils are such a thing. It's about not only conditioning the hair, making it soft and shiny, it's about conditioning the skin underneath so you don't get a bunch of nasty dandruff on your black shirt. Now, what I'd actually like to do is go over a few pro tips to make your beard look darker and fuller, all right? And number one is color it, right? When you color your beard, it's amazing because it's gonna look like twice as thick and dark as it normally does, because you've got a lot of different colored hairs in your beard. Some are light, some are white, some are blonde, some are red, right? But when you dye it a dark color, you're dyeing all of them. So instantly your beard is gonna look literally twice as thick. The second tip is to actually brush your face with a boar's bristle brush twice a day, morning and night. Why? Well, two reasons. Number one, as you brush the hair, you can actually train it to grow in a specific area to make it lay nice and even. Also, you can actually camouflage a patchy area. The second reason is that when you actually brush your face on a regular basis, you're stimulating blood to come to the surface. The blood is carrying nutrients. It also is going to speed up facial hair growth. A few other things that have been shown to actually improve facial hair growth and development is exercise, because when you exercise, right, you're increasing blood flow. You're also increasing free testosterone release from your body. The more testosterone, the more facial hair you typically will develop, all right? A few other things. Eat a healthy diet. Get enough sleep. Don't be super stressed. Also, if you're somebody that really is worried or insecure about your facial hair growth, you could do some alternative options in terms of treatments. Number one is minoxidil. The same stuff they use on heads in order to facilitate growth up top, you can actually use on your beards. Yes, it works, but do your own research. And the last option is the most drastic, and that is facial hair implants. The same thing they do for your hair, they do for beards as well. If you're somebody that's super insecure, you've got a patchy area you want to fill in, this is definitely an option, but it is the most painful. It's also the most expensive, but results typically are permanent. Gentlemen, speaking of permanent, if you grow a beard, you are permanently more sexy.